Okay. Tonight, I have a toothache. Exactly why I don't know. I just have one, and apparently this thing didn't go online properly. Or maybe it... Oh, it did, okay. Then why isn't it displaying... Wait a minute, wait a minute. Alright, I guess it's just a glitch or something. You know, now that I think about it, I did have trouble trying to log in to Ubisoft Club thing. Okay, just showing, just doing a little. I guess that. Let's see. Yes, want to exit. Okay, so, I wonder if they're having any kind of problems, cause like, I tried to play Steep the other day, and for some reason it kept kicking me out of the game, and I'd be able to log back in, but like whenever I performed a certain feat, like traveling 5 kilometers for example, it would kick me back off, saying, you know, server connection lost, you've been returned to the title screen. So the last thing I did was try to start an event, and when I tried to do that, it warped me over there, gave me experience points for whatever, for finding a new location or something like that, and again kicked me offline. And then when I tried to go back on, it refused to let me back in the game, period. Like I couldn't get back in the game at all. So I'm wondering if Ubisoft is having any kind of server issues, and like a lot of people are being affected. Because I think people are having problems. I tried searching for like the server status, and only saw the thing for like downdetector.com, which wasn't any help. But they last night someone posted that they were having issues logging on, but they didn't say what error they were receiving, if it was the same that I was getting, which was like what was it, DE something 10 whatever, just a bunch, just one of those error codes that means absolutely nothing to the regular person, because they don't give any context to what the error code actually means, and good luck looking for it online, because they don't give you an option to type in your error code for an explanation on what it means. So I'm completely in the dark on what the problem there is, but at least here I'll be able to continue my game, maybe. I mean, this is also a Ubisoft game, though unlike Steep, doesn't have an always online requirement. The only downside is that it doesn't show you your stats if you're not online. But yeah, I'm kind of questioning whether or not Ubisoft is having any kind of server issues, but I've not heard any official word from them, so who knows? Let's see, if I remember, this was a stage that I was having trouble on, or was it... No, wait, I finished... Well, I'll know as soon as I get back into it if this was a trouble spot or not. But I think I was having trouble with a particular track and the way you have to be inverted or something. If this is it, I'll know it as soon as I start racing on it. Anyway, oh! Now it is showing my stats, okay. I'm at the point in the game where I need... Ooh. I have no idea. I wasn't expecting that right off the bat. Okay, this is gonna be a bit of a tricky one. Oh! Son of a bitch. They want you to drift on the most narrowest of roads. Okay, that fucked me. But okay. Just need to pay more attention to what I'm doing. I can, but that doesn't mean I will. Okay. That could have been worse. So could that. What? Apparently not. I'm sure they expected that to happen. Oh, how does that happen? Where the hell am I hitting something that's causing me to flip? One good thing about this game is that this game has a very consistent physics model. You know, like, some games will have like a bit of randomness where you could do the exact same action, you know, like throw a ball the exact same way, and it'll bounce in different directions every time. And like the thing is, maybe you'd get slight variances in real life with very minute things that you can't control, like, you know, like if you're throwing the ball yourself, for example, it's impossible for a human to throw a ball with the exact same amount of strength and release it the exact same time at the exact same angle. And this is what happens when I talk. but like I said, you can't humanly throw a ball the exact same way every time. There's always going to be very small changes in the exact amount of strength your muscles are putting into the ball, the exact points at which you release it. The ball's going to not have the exact amount of strength impacted on it. It might have a different amount of spin applied to it than the last time you threw it. So the ball will travel in a different way, but if you are able to remove that element, then the ball would be thrown more consistently. It would travel the same distance. It would bounce in the same manner. And that's kind of what happens in this game. You know, like, you say you build go into Track Builder, for example, build a short track, a short straight track, put in a ramp or bump or anything that causes you to take air, and just do some test runs on that track, full throttle. Every single time, your car will catch air the exact same way, it will pitch forward the exact same way, and it will land the exact same way every time, unless you do something different. So, like, any sort of way that your car may flip in this game that you may not expect is all dependent on some mistake you made that you're not aware that you made because of human limitations. But, like, that's where the randomness comes in. Not from the game applying any sort of jittering to wind resistance or whatever. It's your human inconsistencies that introduces this into the game. So in a way, you're basically fighting yourself in order to complete these maps in a short time. Whoop! So much for not slowing down. Yeah, I have to go slightly to the left, I guess. Oh boy. Nope, nope, nope. Yes. Yep. Yep. Oh. Nope. Not in the zone, not in the zone. Oof. Whoop. Just call me George of the Jungle. The amount of course correction they want you to do is so minor. A little tiny bit. Oh, and we're taking a bath. Nope, nope, nope. These tracks aren't typically very long, but it's like the number of times you have to retry this makes 54 seconds seem more like 54 hours. Overcoming your human limitations, just like I said. Wah! Oh, I forgot about air control. Okay. Unfortunately, it only works for pitching your car and not for rotating it. Unless it's a stunt-enabled map, which I don't think any of the main campaign maps are stunt-enabled. I don't even know how you make a stunt-enabled map. I know there are online stunt-enabled maps, but they don't tell you how you create them yourself. You'd think that it would be by choosing the stunt style in the track builder menu, but nope. That doesn't do anything. Oh. Okay. Oops. And we're taking another bath. Huh? What did I hit? You mean to tell me that this tiny little twig can stop a car going at like 300 kilometers an hour? Sheesh. Oi! Going wrong all over. So close. Oof. Oh. Yes, of course I meant to do that. I meant to hit a rock and go barrel rolling into the bushes. Okay, so I hit the thing, and it turned me around 180 and yeeted me into the other way. I don't know whose idea it was to plant all these animanium trees, but they should have been fired. Okay, that was just me sucking. And that was a light touchdown. That's a big no. Oh. Stay upright. Stay upright. Stay in the wall. Yeah, exactly like that. Slightly ahead. Phew. Animanium trees. Probably a business form somewhere. You don't know me, do you? Oh. Oh, okay. No, 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 no. I don't know how, and I don't care. I'm done with that for now. Next track. Oh. I think I see a loop. Yep, that's definitely a loop in the distance. Plug. No 50-50 rail slides in this game. Why didn't you drift? A little better. Ooh. What? Why didn't I go under that? Coming towards the loop. Yes!
You've taken the silver medal.
Good. Okay. Alright. At least I know what the rest of the track looks like now. Avoid the center, hit everything else. Okay, starting to feel a little chilly in here. So, yeah, heat's gonna kick on. Okay. Ah, warm arms. And again, avoid the center, hit everything else. Big jump. Whoa. Did I? Ah, I did. The Sentry one. Up, up. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. Oh my god. What a place to put a jump. Oh, shut up. What? Why did I do a backflip? This is silver! This is silver! Fuck. Oh boy. You do not know me. How? How? How am I supposed to keep this up for 3 laps? One is hard enough. Like, I expect to at least be a second ahead in the first half of this. I am almost at the fuck this stage. Now we're driving in N64 territory. At least that's what these low out of bound textures kinda remind me. Donuts. Big donuts. Alright, enough messing around, trying keep doing this, I guess. You know, I find it kind of amazing how there's, like, car damage modeling in this, even though it's just superficial, but it's like, okay, how come the tires, why don't they get wet when you drive in the water? Why don't they accumulate dirt when you drive off-road? Like, even some PS1 games would have your tires turn brown if you drove in the dirt. Like, this is the PS4. Are you telling me that the PS4 isn't powerful enough to make dirty tires? Hmm? Powerful enough to run this game at 60 frames per second at least. That's much appreciated. Steep doesn't run at 60 frames per second on PS4, and it's also a Ubisoft game. And why not? I mean, SSX on PS2 ran at 60 frames per second. Of course, that was an EA game. But, you know, still. And I think the entire series ran at 60 FPS except for the reboot on PS3 for some reason. What's with it with 30 frames per second anyway? I mean, you know, you got so many games throughout time that's ran at 60. Except for the majority on PS1 and N64, of course, you know, because, you know, early 3D, you know, haven't seen before. Even 30 frames back then, I think, was novel. But like 60, when that was so, I feel like that was so common on PS2 games. Like, of course there were some games back then that didn't run at 60 frames per second. Certainly Grand Theft Auto struggled to run at 30. In fact, I think most of the time it ran at like 20 or less. Oh, now I'm getting bigger. Okay. Now I'm getting... Oh, so I guess the silver car messes up on the second lap. All right. Well, that gives me a bit more confidence. But yeah, like I was saying, sure not all PS2 games ran at 60 frames per second, but I feel like there were way more of them that did than didn't. And then on the PS3, not so many. Like, it was much rarer. And I'm fucking up again. I mean, you can make the arguments of PCs always being better. You know, like that's not the argument. You know, like it's a given. But the thing is, you don't know what the hardware the end user is going to have when you're developing for PC. So you have to put in like a configuration for different things so that the user can tweak the graphics and whatnot to something that can run on their system. For consoles, you know, save for the whole Pro variants that emerged in this generation, you're pretty much guaranteed that consoles are going to have the same performance throughout their lifespan. So like, you know what you're going in with. Yes, oh my god. I do think though that in the later games in a generation, devs do tend to learn tricks to optimize stuff. I mean, you can take a look at the first batch of games in any console's lifespan, compare them with their last games, and they generally are a lot better looking and run about the same, if not better. But I do wish that 60 was more of a standard. Especially in games like this, where it's kind of, oh, are you kidding me? Fuck that. Okay, I think I'm doing a lot better in this one. I think I should be quiet for now. Oh, nope. Oh. Ha!
You've taken the silver medal.
All right. Good news. Yeah, okay. Anyway, I'm going to take a bit of a break right now, and I'll do some more courses when I come back. Alright, back in. And, I don't often go online in games. Like, I generally prefer, I generally prefer single player. Although I have done some online, I've done some user tracks though. Yeah, this is mostly a single player game. You can compete online, yes, but it's sort of like rally racing, you know, like sure multiple drivers compete, but never directly with each other. They all go staggered, and it's pretty rare for drivers to ever collide with each other because of that. Though there are some multiplayer modes, though, especially split screen, which, like, how many games these days have, cause no online, yeah. But like I was saying, this does have local multiplayer, at least, especially split screen, which is like, how many games these days have split screen multiplayer, you know? It's like have your friends sitting next to you. Definitely the old school way of doing it. And whoa, okay, I'm not accustomed to this tack yet. Suddenly, I am really sucking. Ooh. But that was very smart. Oh, we got someone's birthday in here. Well, happy birthday then, Grillume. Is that how you pronounce your name? Yes, yes, yes. Oh my God. Oh. Murph. Oh boy. Whew. Road. Oh, I didn't even... Okay, might still be able to pull this off, I don't know. Not if I keep doing that. Yeah, definitely not. What? How? Yes. How? What?
You've taken the silver medal.
Oh! Low bridge! Hard cement blocks. Oh! Pitching too forward. Huh. The door's ajar. Powered right into a tree. Thirsty? Yes, I meant to hit it at like, what, 300 kilometers an hour? What happened? Oh. That was nice, I just yeeted all the way over. I'm guessing that was the end, wasn't it? I'm just... Alright. As long as I don't overshoot this one.
The silver medal.
Not even 100 people in my state has played this map. I'm guessing leaderboards aren't. I'm guessing leaderboards are separated by platform in this game. Leaderboards tend to be separated in on most games. Yeah. I wonder what platform this game's most popular on. PS4, Xbox, or PC. Probably PC because that's where the series started. Oh, so you kind of can compare against platforms. I kind of wish cross-platform was more of a wide thing. You know, it's like there's such an interest in it. for more games these days, for there to be people that play it regardless of what platform. Doesn't show player, just time and system. Huh. I guess that wouldn't make it as useful. Especially if you had a friend on a different system. But yeah, like I was saying, the concept of cross-play is definitely been more of a subject in recent years. And like, with the fact that Microsoft is actually bringing Xbox to the Nintendo Switch, while at the same time still having Xbox hardware, you know, it's like, that sounds, if you said something like that to anyone, like, even 5 years ago, they'd probably laugh at you. But now it's like, oh, Xbox on a Nintendo Switch, that sounds pretty cool. Yeah. As much as I like the Trackmania series, there are a few things that could have been done better. See, I think I think there's like a very small feature that's missing in the console version versus PC, like very minor, but like, if you're building a track in the regular mode, you can place loops, and the camera will automatically switch to the bumper view when you go through the loop. Yeah, but like when you're in advanced mode and you place a loop, there's no camera switches, which makes navigating those obstacles a bit more difficult. And apparently there's like this thing like media editor or something where you can place those camera switches, but they don't have that. Yeah, different camera views, HUDs, yeah. I wish that there was a dash cam in this, you know. I would prefer a dash cam, especially in VR. I don't have a VR setup, unfortunately, but I've read up about it, and apparently the way the camera works when you're playing the game in VR is exactly the same as it is when you're playing in standard. It's either on the front of the car or in a chase view, which makes absolutely no sense for VR. You'd expect to actually have a view in the car. I didn't want people to get sick. but it's like, why is there no in-car view? Because obviously the inside of the car is modeled. And I would prefer an in-car view, especially if I was playing this in VR. And also, apparently, VR has a completely separate set of tracks that you can only play there, and you can't play any other modes with VR either, which also kind of a letdown. Though I'm sure, again, the whole motion sickness thing, but still, it's like, you kind of expect to at least have that option. The least they could have done was put like some sort of warning, you know, for like, oh, okay. Yeah, it's more like a VR demonstration, which, yeah, I think they really dropped the ball on that. And again, like I said, the not being able to put in the automatic camera switches in advanced track editor, at least as far as the console version of this game goes, also, I don't know how, but it seems that you can put in special modifiers on custom tracks, like a stunt mode, where you can use the right stick to make your car bunny hop, and you can actually control your rotations in midair. Like, that's a really cool idea, but like, how do you enable that for created tracks? Do you have to post them online and put in a special code or something? I know you can enable that in local multiplayer by using a button code. But like, I want to be able to create my own track with like stunt mode enabled, and be able to test it like that. Yeah, no mapping buttons. Yeah, another controller oddity. I do prefer using the triggers, but it's like having gas mapped to square or X doesn't make much sense where most of your older games where it was mapped to the face, it would be X or, well, you know what buttons I'm trying to refer to. So you make a map, you upload it, make an online room, and then you change to yeah. But yeah, it's but ever since analog triggers became a thing on controllers, I do kind of prefer using it because it's like you have that degree of travel that gives you more precision, which leads me to another thing I was going to mention. There's no analog gas or brake in this game. Like, I guess you don't need it, but it still seems kind of weird that even if you hold the trigger halfway, you're still full throttle. And it seems like some tracks you might want to have partial throttle, though I guess the way they designed this, yeah. Well, I guess that makes sense. Also, for the reason why they have it mapped to the face in addition to the triggers. You know, another thing that it would probably be a detriment to this game because of the way it's set up, but I kind of want to play it with a wheel. Because like that it's something I've always wanted since I was a little kid, to have a racing wheel for driving games. Because I played racing games in the arcade where you have a wheel, and it's like you have the force feedback where the wheel actually jerks off when you hit a wall or something like that. And I always wish I had that here here at home. But it's like, nah, just the same old gamepad as always. But probably in this game wouldn't help. Okay, you can play with a wheel on PC, but it's not fast. Well, yeah, I mean, you'd have to be able to jerk the wheel really quickly in order to make the really tight turns you're expected to do in this game. But it'd still be interesting to at least try. I know there are racing wheels for the PS4. And checking. Yeah, I don't believe I played Trackmania 2. I did play. Let's see, what was that free to play one? What was it, Trackmania Forever or something like that? I played that one a lot back in the day. Yeah. All I remember is the green spinning globe in the main menus. But like considering it was free and pretty much complete with only a few perks locked behind the paid version, that's a pretty good deal amount of game for completely free. I do like these roller coaster tracks.
You've taken the silver medal.
Yeah, first try. And excuse me, I need to take another break because I had a bit too much cola earlier. Ah, okay, well, thanks for watching. Oh, I gotta, see, forward this. Oh, thanks for the hosting, by the way. It was Solid Trees, yeah, okay. Thanks for hosting me. Oh. I will. Another multi-lap. I love these roller coaster tracks. they kinda remind me just a tiny bit of F-Zero. What has it been, like 15, over 15 years since there's been an F-Zero game? Like, come on, Nintendo. Everyone's been asking for one. Just make it already. Don't give us this. Don't give us this Mute City and Mario Kart bullshit. Give us a real F-Zero game. I'm sure a lot of people would buy that. How many people even know that Captain Falcon has been in games besides Smash? And he has a completely different personality in those games too. I mean, in Smash he's like bombastic, but in F-Zero he's subdued. You know, like sounds more like an actual person. Not to knock on him, of course. I mean. I like it when he says "Falcon Punch" in that Japanese accent, but it's like in GX he has a lot more dialogue by someone who can speak English. And yeah, it does sound weird if you recognize his Japanese voice a lot more, but you know, it's like, that's what he sounds like in his own series. Off-road tracks, I kinda love and hate them. Because it's like, you drift around so much and it's a lot harder to control. And this is a game that requires precision. You know, it's kind of hard to have precision when you're sliding around all the fucking place. And will someone please close that door?
Stay focused.
Somehow, Keep going, keep going. Shit. That cannot happen in this lap. Oh no. Yes!
You've taken the silver medal.
Somehow I did. Oh.
Stay focused.
Gonna give it a lot of Gonna give it all the I can do. Too much Oh. Here we go. Ooh. That would look great in VR. Assuming they built a track like that in VR mode. Yes. I'm the 91st person in Illinois to try this track. At least on the PS4 version. But I thought that was actually in the air. Donuts! Easy on the paintwork! Yes, I mean to ram into the floating tires. Oh! What? Sheesh, they want you to thread the needle there. Like a glove. I don't consider that good design. No, I can't. Preserve nature, folks. Taking a bath. God! Fucking... Way in the wrong direction. Oops. I made that mistake before. F. Ah. Yeah. I'd like an order of winning. Hold the winning. Don't. Okay, right way. How did you do that? You belong behind me. Slam right the fucking in there. Not gonna make it. Gonna make it. Not gonna make it. Oy. Nope, 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 nope. Sucking. That's what I'm doing. I'm sucking a lot. I'm sucking. I'm really sucking. Yes!
You've taken the silver medal.
Yeah, that's not happening. Too much. Oh my. Oh. Oh, you butt fucking me. Oh. Blamf. Sometimes I wonder if this is water or flubber, because you really bounce off it a lot more than you'd expect. It's a heck of a lot of bounce. Okay, this is more like what I was trying for. Oh, what? Are you... No way! No way you can do that! Statistics show that I cannot. That was 10 times worse than ever. Way off. you do it right the first time or you don't do it at all. They really don't give you all that room. You know what? I'm just going to give up on this for now. I'll take a quick break again and do some online tracks. Alright. Since this one's giving me a bunch of the I'm going to try some random worldwide challenges. I wish you could sort them, though. You can filter them, but you can't sort them. So it's like, okay, I guess I'll pick this one, 25 seconds, 4-star average out of 131 votes. Okay. And I mentioned the last stream about the trouble with the whole credit thing when this is, even when you're playing single player, which makes no sense, but whatever. Not exactly, but I guess I am. Just an instant turnaround, yes. Okay, I admit that's actually interesting level design they got here. And how are you supposed to get... So you like have to fight through those. Didn't get any metal. Okay. Oh! Okay, get upright, please, 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 upright. Damn. I am not going to beat my old record, am I? Or maybe I will. Oh, barely. Still no metal. No! Oh! I have no idea how I managed that. Okay. Considerably faster now. Still no metal? Well, despite that, I liked it. I mean, it kind of involved some like little like tricks, you know, like it wasn't straightforward, but it wasn't convoluted either, you know, like you don't get it the first time, but you do kind of you see what they're trying to do. I like a course like that. I just wish they didn't limit the number of tries you could do in this mode. Oh! I would have had it. Oh boy. Still no metal? Congratulations, you suck. I still like it though. Nope. Nope. All that and only silver. Better than nothing, I guess. Again, I still like it. Seriously, how many times you gonna ask me? Let's see. Normal, race, 37 seconds. Oh yeah, I think another thing about the media thing is that it lets you place the camera where you want for thumbnails, and you can't do that on console, I don't think. I'd have to look into that actually, I think. Oh, damn. Okay. I could probably do better than that. Is it just me though, or is this an actual game track? I feel like this was copied. I feel like this might be an actual game track. Oh, with stunts enabled, huh? I know this is copied from the main campaign now. They just... I should have paid attention to the thing that says Natio. Or Nadeo. Or however you pronounce it. I should have... Wait a minute. Are you able to create challenges out of campaign tracks in online? Wait a minute. Why did it take me this long to realize that there's actually badges here that list what type of challenge it is? So like if I went to here, see long LOL, but it says stunts on it. Why did it take me this long to realize this? Masters! If you do it right the first time, not exactly a reason to do it again. I don't think that affects your rank. Oh. There we go. Oh! There we go. And now for the final.
Stupid risks makes life worth living.
Brilliant. Nope. I think I like this game a lot better when stunts are enabled. And I should have did a U-turn. Oh, pressed the wrong button. But yeah, I think this game's a lot more enjoyable with stunts enabled and you can control your car in midair. I mean, I think that's what air control should be. Instead of only being able to stop your car from pitching forward with the brake button. No, this is real air control. And stunts, like, they add to your turbo. Like, they could have added another layer to the game, you know, try and build up your turbo meter so you can finish with faster times. Why didn't they think of making that part of the main campaign? Yes, I know how to tune hop. Like, there's so many... There's so many concepts in this game that could have been done, but weren't. This is still a pretty good game in its own right. It's just that there's so many things I can think of that could have made it so much better. What? See, long with stunts. What did I do wrong? Don't tell me this guy made it so that... If you don't place upright checkpoints, even if they're on roller coaster tracks, unfortunately, they don't count as, like, respawnable checkpoints in this game, which, yeah, that's not good. somewhere... Well, at least there's an upright one. That was decent, but this guy really should have been more careful with the way he put the checkpoints. Because, like I said, checkpoints that aren't on upright tracks don't count. I mean, they count as checkpoints, but they don't count as places you can respawn. So, I think I have to dislike this. I mean, it's okay, but it has flaws. I think I'll go into Track Builder just a sec to show what I mean. In fact, I think it'll even show you when you go to test mode. Okay, put in a straight. Just put in a bunch of random straights and a checkpoint. A slope. And a turn, and now put in some of these, and then this checkpoint. And now this checkpoint. And then make a slope that goes back up, right? And a finish. And if I go into test, you can see that it counts this as a respawn, but it skips right over those two. And of course, if I go here, cross this, hit triangle, and it takes me back there. But cross through here. Sure, those were both checkpoints, but look where it takes me back. Because these aren't upright, despite the fact that roller coaster tracks are kind of anti-gravity. Have to be one that's upright in order for it to count. I'll show another quirk about about roller coaster tracks, and the fact that they don't perfectly keep your car like they do have a limit to how fast you can drive on them before they send you flying. And the blue pieces have extra gravity on them, and they hold to like 300 kilometers, I think, which we can see right here. Slowly going faster, and yep, now I'm going flying. Let's see that from the bumper. Yep. Pretty high into the air. Now, I don't know off the top of my head what the regular ones, what their limits are, but they have less pulling power. So you're gonna fly off them at slower speeds. See, I wasn't even, what was it? Yeah, not even 150. I think 120 is there. No wait, was that 115? Yeah, it seems like 115 is their limit, so if you wanted to make something like this, oh! 100, so 100 is the limit, right? I think this is an example of where analog gas and brake would have actually benefited. Because for a section like this, you'd want the precision of having lighter touches in order to keep your car from doing that. Another quirk is that you don't go perfectly straight, even if the road is. So like, once again, new track. Roller coaster. And this time we'll have it set as a loop. Now I'm just holding gas, but you'll notice that I'm drifting off to the right. And now I'm hitting the walls. So like I'd actually have to do a bit of correction. I like how your car gets damaged even when you're not really hitting anything. And of course I could put like a turbo up here if I wanted. Not copy turbo. Upside down, and is that the right direction? Yep. And this can get crazy. Power! There's a lot of crazy things you can do if you want to. In fact, another thing that I like to do sometimes, jump over that thing in the distance. That little island. Okay, place that down. Okay, slope. And now for some fun. I wish the reverse cam was a bit better, although you don't necessarily need it in this game. But look how far you bounce! Almost 7 kilometers! Like, that is a really, really massive jump. Okay, and of course if I used... Of course if I use air control, I might be able to land... I was trying to make that so I'd actually bounce over it. Whoops. And fall right through the geometry. Whoa, was that that was a flash of something. So you can also there is one thing that that I think is kind of interesting is just how big the map is beyond what the drivable track is. I like the canyon track here, and once again gonna put a bunch of turbos. Let's see, do they give you as much vertical space in this? Is it the same on all of them? Whoop. Let's see, not exactly what I'm going for. That's what I'm going for. Don't think I'll be jumping over this. Nope. But I'll still, maybe if I land upright, yep. I'll still be able to drive to the top. Oh. Yeah, I can make it to the top of this. Gotta believe. Yep. And just look. Like there's so much space. So much space outside of the map boundaries that you're able to drive on. The game doesn't... The game doesn't put any invisible walls here. No blocks. It doesn't teleport you back in bounds. It lets you drive out here. Even though the low resolution textures pretty much makes it clear that you're not supposed to be here. I mean, unless this was an N64 game. Of course, if it were, the car wouldn't be this high poly. I do kind of like the weird way it looks, though. I mean, it's like you got this high detailed truck that you're driving, and you're out in this area where it looks like an N64 game. Of course, the draw distance is way higher than what would ever be in an N64 game. But I could just keep driving like this. And you could see the clouds. Like, they're 3D objects in this game, which is pretty nice, though when you get closer to them, the kind of illusion that they give off kind of starts to wane. But this is just so huge. This map is huge. And you can just keep driving like this. There is a limit to the map, of course, though. But, like, you have to drive a very long distance before you reach that limit. And there is some weird things that happen before you actually reach that limit, which you're going to see. Oh yeah, another thing is that the vehicles in this game have different performances, which if you played this a lot, you'd probably knew that already. See, wait a minute, are we already getting some... No, not yet. But there eventually will be some peculiar things happening. See, the top speed of the truck, I think, is 600 kilometers. The buggy that's used for the valley is 400. See, and I don't know about the other. I don't know about the. Oh, wait a minute. Are we getting the weird? Are we getting the weirdness here? Oh, yep. You can see the texture is vibrating a little bit. And if you can look way off in the distance, you can see a crack starting to form. Like, that's the environment dome. That's the atmosphere. The dome that simulates the atmosphere in the sky. Like in most games, that would actually move with the camera, but in this game, it actually is just a super large object that, yep, there it goes. I just drove past it, and I'm still driving. And the clouds, they're also lower to the ground in this out of boundary section, and you can see the textures are really starting to glitch out a bit more here. And because I'm driving downhill, I'm able to go faster than the speed of the what I should normally be able to drive. Actually, I don't think I've ever drove in this specific direction before. I didn't... See, this is downhill, right? Is this downhill? I can't exactly tell if this is downhill or not. I think it might be. But yeah, I think I just noticed this slope changing. Yep, now I'm driving on flat land. And this is where you'll be able to see where the actual car top speed is. Oh, it does go above. It does go above 600. Okay. You can just drive like this for, like, you can see the timer on the bottom. I've been driving here for like 8 minutes, and I haven't reached the map boundaries yet. And there is a boundary. Eventually, this ground will stop. It will cease to exist. But here I am driving at like 699 kilometers an hour with occasional jumps to 700. And you can see the texture is really freaking out at this point in the map. I mean, look at that weirdness. I'm not exactly sure what causes it to do that. Obviously something technical that I can't explain. But I mean, it's like, you got this texture that's stretched out to such a huge degree. It's probably a fault of the rendering engine. And there we go. And you can see everything's glowing now. Boof! Anyway, yep. After driving all that way, fall right off the earth. Unlike the actual Earth, this one does have a boundary. This one is actually flat. And I believe on that bombshell, I think it's time to end this stream. Thanks for watching.